Hi, my name is Mike, and this is a new little project I got, and he's not even quite 2 yet. He'll be 2 in June, and papers are supposed to be here this week, so we can figure out his name. But we're going to leave that up to some of the people on
The World Wide Web.
World Wide Web to come up with a name. So anyway, he's been out running wild, and
Never been around
never
people.
been around other than the guy goes out with a truck and feeds them, and he's in with 20 other horses, and they're just running the property and across the creek and everything. It's never been handled or touched, or none of the horses have. So
This is the day one, right?
Day one, first time. I backed the trailer up to the gate right there and open the gate and let him in here, and we're going to try to get a halter on him or something.
So tell him what you're going to do.
We're going to start with a rope. You can run into problems doing a halter, but because you're so close and things can go wrong real quick. We're going to get a rope, try to get, it may not happen, but we're going to try to encroach in on him and draw back, get him to face up, and try to touch him if we can touch him. And then I'm going to try to take the rope and touch him with the rope, and then I'll eventually be able to get this over his head, and if I have to rope him, then I will. And I'll just pull him and face him up, pull him and face him up, and then go up to him, and then if he leaves, I'll pull him again. And we've done a number of horses this way, and sometimes it gets a little rowdy, and sometimes you can get right through it. So,
Okay.
How you doing? Hey, good boy.
He's not really spooky.
And yeah, he's actually, I mean, for being out and not around people, I'm pretty surprised. So, but you don't want him turning away. You want him facing up. So when he does, you want to retreat. So take that pressure away, because that's a lot of pressure. So you come back in. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Take your hand away. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Good boy. Good boy. So a lot of times I'm kind of, I don't want to say old school, but I kind of want to get the job done. So a lot of times I'll go ahead and rope them, and then just face them up, pull them, do that. And because trying to get next to them and trying to take your time to get the halter on and doing all that, sometimes the rope, you can actually pull them and move them and walk them, get them moving with you. Then the haltering is not as bad. Well, let's just tie you up. Boo. Boo. Good boy. Good boy. Look at that.
You can do this without roping them, though, right? This is just faster.
Yeah, this is just, I guess I don't want to take a week to do it. Some people can. I've done it many, many times. I had a guy spend a week trying to halter break his horse, and he brought it in the afternoon, said, hey, I'll leave it with you for a week or two, see what you can do. He left in the afternoon, brought his wife back in the evening, and I walked over and signaled the horse and said, come here, and put the halter on him. And he couldn't believe it. Him and his wife go, but there's a week versus a few hours.
Right.
And it's the same thing here. he's just got to get where he's not knowing that he can just go anytime. So you can move him. I got a hold of him, so I can pull lightly. Just pull lightly. Say, come here. See?
Good boy.
I got a step. So good boy. There you go. Good boy. I even touched him. So take it again. Pull. Just pull steady. Pull. And a little bit aside. There, look at that.
Good
So you
boy.
release on those movements. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. There you go. You're all right. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay.
Do you have to be worried about him striking?
Yes. Because, I mean, basically, yeah, he's calm. You've seen what happened when I put the rope on him. So
Yeah.
he'll liven up real dang quick. And their protection is, like, if they can't go nowhere, they're going to strike at you, kick you, whatever. So retreat and then just say, come here. Come here. Just ask him over.
Good boy,
much better.
bud.
I did, I don't know, probably, I don't know if this was posted or what, but I did a stallion back east, born and raised in the field. Ain't gonna go into a long story, but 2 years old, and
Look at him licking his lips.
yeah, and they needed to catch this horse. Anyway, long story short, I pretty much caught this horse out in the open fields, and never been handled for 2 years, and he was born and raised, and he was a stallion out with all these mares. And I pretty much did like this, you know, just pull him
Good
and
boy.
let go. And the release of pressure is where they learn. Good boy. And now, you know, you can take and walk the horse with you if you can. And you don't want to walk straight, pulling straight. You'd walk sideways, get a step.
Good
Good boy.
boy.
And you'd walk this way.
Good
Get a
boy.
step over this way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just steady pressure. And you can get a step right here, maybe. There. Let go. And then do it again over here. Come here, buddy. Come on.
Good boy.
Good boy. And you keep going side to side, and then do that retreat, and then eventually they can walk with you. You're all right. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Yeah. And believe it or not, they can strike just about as fast as they can rear kick and hit you right in the hand or the arm. And if they lunge to you and do it, then you can get it whacked at. He knows right where my hand is. Yeah. You're all right. There you go. Good boy. Good boy.
Oh
wow,
boy.
actually, first time getting to touch him.
Good boy.
Oh, look at that. Got a step too. And another one. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at you. Licking his mouth. That's a good sign right there. So, good boy. Wow, good boy. Actually get to pet you? Wow. Look at you.
Good boy.
Good boy. You all right? Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
There you go. Good boy. Look at you. Oh boy. Here. Good boy. But you can rub them right here and then work your hand up right here, and you see it's not liking that. But retreat there once in a bit and then do it again. And good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. And then just not with your fingers, but the back of your hand in case you don't want to poke them in the eye or something, you know, if they flop
Yeah.
their head. So, but by touching up here, see, you're getting that pressure point right there where the halter would be there. So let's try to move him here.
Good boy.
See, got a couple steps. Good boy. Release
Nice
the rope.
boy.
So if you don't release and don't release at the right time, he's going to brace up and you're going to have pulling and you're not going to get anywhere. But I think myself, my preference is this way. It's faster. And you know, I've done it both ways. I've done a lot of horses. So, you know, when you move your hand, I'm not saying you want to do this all the time, but at the beginning you would want to do it fluently, not jerky, because if you threw your hand at him, he'd jump. So just fluent, and just like I said, hang on to that rope. Good boy.
Oh boy.
There, I'm releasing the rope a little bit, not much, just a little bit. But every time he goes away, I tighten it back up. So there, see, I loosen it because he came back to me, and then I'll just keep rubbing him. But I got a hold of it just in case he goes to turn on me. Good boy. And once he realizes you're just rubbing on him, touching him, you're not doing anything to hurt him, he's going to respond. Oh, look at that. Good boy. See, now I haven't been able to touch up there with my hand or anything. So just start down here low, do little touches. And so eventually you can take this loop up over his ears, and so what? He takes off. You just grab the rope and you can flip it back off of him. And so once you get this down and where you can move them, then what happens is you can see. Look
Good
at that.
boy.
So what happens is you can start getting that halter on them because they are used to the rope and your hands on them. So, and again, I'm licking his mouth. Good boy. Okay, and then when you do move to another place, like I just went down his shoulder, and that would be a good striking point right there.
Yeah.
So do you see I went like this? I went, oh, good boy, and I pull that rope, get him to me, release when he comes to me. Come here. There a little bit. I'll release a little bit. Now when I'm going to go down his shoulder, I'm going to work my hand down here, and then I'll just go down that shoulder like that.
Leave.
And then walk away. And then I'm going to move him back towards me, and I'm going to walk backwards.
Good boy.
Now I got to get the rope off. So anyway, all right, you're all right. So I got to go back up here and rub him there, and then just open up the loop. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Pull, let go. What are you going to do? Huh? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, lower your head. So I'll finish this up by driving him over here and facing him up. Just like that. So he's faced up to me, and then I'm just going to end it right here. Good boy. There you go. There. And just remember, he can shoot through the loop here. Just go up here like you've been doing and just rub him.
Good
See,
boy.
you couldn't do that at all a minute ago. At all. Now I'll just walk away. So we'll continue this tomorrow.
Okay.